and just a whole bunch of other stuff. So we're gonna go into the new year heavy. We're gonna go in heavy. We're gonna keep advocating for our lineage. We're gonna go hard in the paint. We're going to get people codified so that we can be empowered. Another thing I want to do for the new year, I want to really build up a network nationwide of foundational Black Americans, professionals, thinkers, scholars, educators, laborers. I just really want to connect with as many people in the community across the country as possible so that we will know who's who and we can just start building things, getting things done, handling things as a nation, as a very unique and very exceptional ethnic group, which are foundational Black Americans. I want us to really walk into our power, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to walk into it. Family, did y'all see? I put up a tweet earlier today. It was some dude. This dude, I don't know where his background is from. I don't know. He looks like there's some non-FBA stuff going on in there. I don't know where this guy's from, but he did a video, like a little TikTok short, really complaining about Beyonce, talking about how Beyonce is a traitor and a sellout for being patriotic with her music, representing her foundational Black American heritage and her Americanness. So he was complaining, oh, Beyonce, oh, this is a sellout move. You don't show American nationalism. That's as bad as capitalism. This guy just went on a rant talking about Black people showing having American nationalism. So he criticized Beyonce for having the American flag, and he was like, yeah, that American flag, so much hate and so much oppression under that American flag. And Kendrick is bad too. Kendrick and these guys are running around here with this American nationalism. Oh, that's the wrong move. You shouldn't have American. The American flag has done so much to the Black people, has done so wrong. Black people shouldn't show American nationalism. Whoop de whoop, just went on and on and on. And the guy is in Sacramento, so that kills me. When people go into these rants about how we shouldn't recognize our nationalism because we're dealing with white supremacy is globally. It's a global phenomenon. That doesn't change the fact that this is our culture here. We've curated much of American culture that comes from foundational Black Americans. We've allowed people to do the Jedi mind trick on us to make it seem like we're not supposed to embrace the things that we create or help create. And I think that's BS. There's a new day. We're going to embrace and acknowledge all the things that we had a hand in creating. The problem is we've been creating so much stuff, and because we are so creative as foundational Black Americans, we just freely give things away. And we say, okay, we'll create something else. So we'll give you this, we'll give you modern electricity, we'll give you the modern toilet, we'll give you modern refrigerated cars, we'll give you home security systems, we'll give you dry cleaning, which all of these things we created. We can create more. And that's fine that we are creative, but I want us to start reminding people and letting them know where a lot of this stuff comes from. We have to let people know where the culture is from. And American culture, and I'm talking about the greatness of American culture, is centered around foundational Black Americans. We have a footprint in it, or we are the root of it. I want that to be ingrained in everybody's minds. All the great things about American culture that comes from foundational Black Americans. We are not guests on our homeland. And we do not look at this place like immigrants do. And this guy who made that video, again, a lot of these people kind of hide their background. We have a lot of these people who are non FBA who do a lot of this we, us, and our talk about what we shouldn't recognize. We shouldn't have national pride. We shouldn't fly the American flag. This looked bad on our ancestors. And then when you look in the background of these people, they're Caribbean or African, doing a lot of this we us talk. And I don't want people who are not of our lineage acting as spokespersons. That's not what it's going to be. You cannot speak for us, especially when you're trying to speak down on us recognizing our lineage. You ain't from the lineage and you fled from yours. Just because you don't respect yours and you didn't stay to stand on lineage business, don't try to infuse that with us, because what people do, they try to get us off of our lineage square so that they can come in and tether onto it. Family, this is what the movie Us was about. This is what the movie Us was about. These people will try to get to us and play the Jedi mind trick on us. Oh man, this country hates you, man. Man, y'all need to go to the motherland. Remember Rotimi? What, I think that's his name, the rapper who was in the show Power. He was doing that interview talking about how great Africa was and how we all need to go to Africa. Yeah, man. When you over here in the US, man, you breathing in problems, man. You go over to Africa, you breathing freedom. Yeah, the air is fresh and you're just breathing good air, and you got to get away from America. Just problems. Okay, well, why the hell are you here if we're breathing in so many problems? See, we let these folks play this little Jedi mind trick on us, and we ain't letting them do that no more. Because they'll sit up here and try to get us to go over there while they're like, okay, hell, I'm here now. Thanks, nigga. Let me get your spot. Let me start cosplaying as you now over here. You see? That's called ethnocide. And we're not going to let that happen. This is why it's very important for us to acknowledge our cultural contributions. The minute people start erasing your culture, that's the first step of ethnocide. That's the first step of them erasing your ass. See, when they want to get a group of people wiped out, commit a genocide, first you have to erase them culturally. You have to make them culturally insignificant. By doing that, you give all of their contributions to other people. This is why the dominant society will put the sloppy joes out here to sit up and talk about they created hip hop 50-50 and all of that nonsense. That's part of the erasure. That's not a flex. That's not a let's get together and have a black brown coalition. That's how they try to frame it as. It's not that. That's a hostile takeover. That's why we fought against that. We got to fight against all of that all across the board, because that's the first step to an ethnocide. So we got to have our eyes and ears open all the time. A lot of folks in here already. We're going to get these calls in. Let me see what's on everybody's mind. Let's get in Yasmin. Oh, Yasmin, where'd you go? Miss Yasmin, hop in.
Hey Tariq, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. What's on your mind, beloved?
I just came in to say this. I was on a CC's channel tonight on YouTube, and a guy got on the panel, and he said that, and he's a white guy. He's from New York,
Hmm.
and he said that the identity of the woman. Remember the black woman that got set on fire by the immigrant.
Yeah.
He said that that it had been revealed that the woman was a black woman.
Yeah, I keep.
And
I'm getting so many different reports. They gave her name.
uh-huh.
It was I forget. It starts with a D.
He said her name was Darina Kwame.
Something. Yeah. And for some, the white supremacists, they be posting a lot of fake information, because then
Mm-hmm.
they had some white woman that they were posting her picture, an old picture of a woman in the 80s saying it was her. Then there was another post of a black woman saying it was her. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure. We know the woman's name, but her exact identity, it's still up in the air because people are posting misinformation deliberately.
Right. Because I mean I didn't hear you say anything about it. So I said maybe him and his team is still doing research to really, to find out who the woman really is. But when the guy, he came up tonight, and the content creator was like, "Are you sure? Like, are you sure that's who it is? That it was a black woman?" And he was like, he was for sure, like, yeah, it was a black woman, and her that's her name, and of course she's black because her name is Doreen and all this, whatever. So I was like, well, let me see if Tariq is going to do a space tonight so I could, throw it at him to see if, maybe him and his team could do some more research, because I was looking it up and I didn't find anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
still I'm still looking, but yeah, we got the name. The name sounds like the name of a black lady. But again, what's interesting, and the white supremacists, they've been posting AI images for the last couple of weeks actually of just fake victims. And I think they're doing that deliberately to flood the zone because yeah, the woman is named Debrina Kawam, and that don't sound like a white lady. That doesn't sound like a white lady's name. So it could possibly be a black woman. I'm just trying to make sure and get confirmation. Let me get my sister Nikki the God in the building. Nikki the God, what's up, beloved? Nikki, hop on, dear.
Hey, I have not posted anything about it because it has not been confirmed. All we saw was a picture of a black woman walking onto the subway. That could have been any black woman walking onto the subway. They're saying that the woman who was killed was homeless. The black woman who was walking onto the subway, her hair is very clean. I've spent a lot of time in New York, and a lot of the homeless people there, they're not the same type of, they have a certain look.
Yeah,
Okay, but anyway, me and Wani, we were looking through this stuff all day yesterday, and every time we put this woman's name in, every time Wani looked through her name, it came back as an Indian name, and it came back with Indian sites that use that name. So I would not just say she's black because we just don't know yet.
right.
That's all.
All right, thank you so much, beloved. Yeah, we're still trying to find out. So it's very interesting. What was this? Ashoka. Dr. Ashoka.
Hello, Happy New Year, Happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
all of you.
Yes, indeed. Where you from, Dr. Ashoka?
I am from India,
There you go.
capital of
Yes,
India, Delhi,
from
India.
Delhi, India. There you go. Are you a fan of Vivek Ramaswamy?
Sorry?
Are you a fan of Vivek Ramaswamy?
Yes.
Okay, he don't understand.
I am
He
I am fan of Lalu Yadav. Lalu Yadav, a great politician in India. You know?
okay.
You know? You know Lalu Yadav? You know Lalu Yadav?
What is this man talking about, family?
Oh, he is the greatest poor man of India.
Okay. Are you making some biryani chicken for New Year, sir?
New Year, I celebrate New Year. My family, my friends, I am taking to Bodhka. I enjoy it.
Okay. All right, brother. Thank you so much. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh Lord. Okay. He's trying to practice his English so when he get that H1, that visa, he can come on over here and start talking. All right, let me get some more people in here. Lord. All right, let's get Raven Ranks. This is Raven Ranks in here. He's a MAGA Republican. All right. Raven Ranks. Mr. Raven, hop in, sir.
How you doing, my man?
I'm good, Raven. How are you, sir?
Not too bad, not too bad.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, just celebrating the new year, seeing how everyone's doing. That's all.
Oh yeah, we're chilling. You're not out for the new year doing your thing?
Just got back, man.
Okay. There it is. What state you in, by the way?
What's
What
that?
state are you in? You're in Texas?
Florida.
Florida, okay.
Florida.
Florida, Texas. Okay. All right, Raven. Thank you so much. All right, he really okay, thank you. Raven didn't have too much to say. Um, for some reason, he reminded me of this story out from I think it was in Virginia. Y'all saw the story. It was a white supremacist out there in Virginia who had a gang of explosives. Some random white supremacists out there in Virginia had just just a whole gang of it. They said it was the most explosives they've ever found in FBI history. Y'all hear that? Yeah, this is in Virginia. This guy just had a bunch of homemade bombs just stockpiled, and he had it in a box in a like a some of it under his bed in a case that said no lives matter. So we already see where his mind is. But yeah, this guy had just a cache of all types of explosives, pipe bombs, just all types of stuff. Now, the fact that they let him sit up here and accumulate all of that stuff, that's very telling. They'll sit up here before they bust these white supremacists, boy, they got to have a whole damn arsenal that can wipe out the entire East damn coast. Yeah, before they get at them and stop them, they wait for it right before they light the damn wick. So, yeah, what are they planning for? These white supremacists are very paranoid because they know those numbers are dwindling, and they feel white supremacy is coming to an end, so they're going to go out with a bang. So we got to be very careful with these people. We got to keep our eyes and ears open at all times. All right, let's get Ace Yoda in the building. Ace Yoda.
H1 Yoda, man. Peace, man. I just wanted to say thank you to Rick for everything you contribute to the community. You stay representing. I try to stay representing as well. And I want to land my plane pretty fast. Everybody, I make beats, engineer, writer, singer, songwriter, all
No
that.
doubt.
But I wanted to say, man, thank you for everything you contribute to our community, man. It's very necessary because people are really trying to pull away from what we are doing and what we have done. And I want to say, like, everybody keep y'all head on straight. Everybody keep your eyes, what I'm saying, peeled. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Tariq, man, keep holding it down, bro. We gonna keep supporting you, bro. And I
And
appreciate you. That's all I wanted to say. Thank
thank
you.
you, brother. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Let's get Saint Michael in here.
Hey, how's it going, Flex? I just wanted to wish everybody a happy New Year's. That's it. That's all.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Let's get Average in the building.
Hey, hello everybody. I am from New Delhi. But
These
hey, happy New Year. How you doing, brother? Happy New Year to everybody. Also, too, I think it would be wonderful if you started this new year with a prayer, man. I think that would be great. Get us off in the spirit of Majara in the right way.
yes,
I really think that would be great.
yes, indeed. Good idea, man. Thank you so much. Hey, you know what? Let's get the Majara prayer in real fast, guys. Let's do that. Let's get that popping for the new year. Excuse me. Yeah, since the brother reminded me, let's get it in for the new year real quick so we can cleanse the room and get that energy in here. Everybody bow your virtual heads real quick. Most High, creator of all, we honor the Majara spirit within us. Ancestral power flows through our veins, guiding us with wisdom and strength. May we walk with the grace of our ancestors, those who have come before us, and honor their sacrifices. Let the energy of Majara protect us from harm, uplift our spirits, and guide us towards our true purpose with every step. May we embrace the sacred power within, the spirit that has carried us through trials and tribulations. We ask for clarity, strength, and peace as we live with purpose, rooted in our divine heritage. Through the Majara spirit, we are connected, we are whole, we are powerful. And amen, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's get Miss D in the building. Come on, Miss D.
Hey Tariq, happy New Year's to you and the
Happy New
family.
Year to you, beloved. What city are you in again, Miss D?
Houston.
Houston, Texas. So what's on your mind?
hmm I was going to tell you it's that, but average beat me to it. It's that time of the night, and they all drunk, so they gonna be calling.
Oh,
They gonna be calling
oh
in.
God. Oh, that's right. All the white come in their damn Christmas parties. I mean, from their New Year's parties, they're gonna tell us
Yes,
how they're not racist. Oh God. But thank you.
I
Oh, they're
want.
gonna be like, hey Tarek, listen, dude. I went to college with a black dude. He's my best bud in college. I don't have a racist burn in my body, dude. Just want us all to be human beings, brother. I love your work, man. One of my coworkers had Hidden Colors, dude. I didn't watch it, but my coworker, he's black and he watched it. And I just want to say, man, we all got to get together, rise above the hate. All right, how you feel about Daniel Penny? Well, he was justified in doing what he had to do. It was self-defense, buddy. Okay, get the fuck out of here, then. All right, get out of here. I don't want to hear none of that. All right. That's another thing. We got to start shutting the BS down real quick for the new year. We got to start shutting it down very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. This new year, we got to be no nonsense. We ain't playing no games out here. And, this is going to be a hell of a year for our lineage. It's going to be a hell of a year, ladies and gentlemen, because we're already going into the year strong. We got people having hissy fits out here. There's going to be a new presidency. They already acting a damn fool before they can even take office. Oh, it's going to be an interesting new year, ladies and gentlemen. These people are just cutting each other's throat for power. The South Asian tethers are getting G-checked by the far right because they didn't piss them off. Oh, it's about to go crazy. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. As long as we're on code, see, everybody's being chaotic and we are getting on code. You see how the universe is aligning? We're getting on code around our lineage. We're on code more than we've been on code for decades. And that was because of delineation, recognizing the off code people and behavior among us. Yeah. And we are not going for the okey doke. We're becoming more politically sophisticated. That's a great thing. And, people are going to still have hissy fits throughout the year. Because as we go into our power, people are going to be uncomfortable. We just got to stand on our square. And y'all expect to see a lot of attacks on us in our lineage. We saw with the Fat Joe thing, that was an attack on our lineage. That's why there was such a massive pushback. And people were not expecting that kind of pushback. And I want y'all to understand, we're going to get pushback from the left and the right. We know what the left wingers are about. We know what they do. But you got these think tanks, these right wing think tanks, these left wing think tanks, and their agenda is basically to keep us suppressed, both of them. They just do it in different ways. There was some random woman, she's some kind of right wing shill. We know we have a lot of Democrat shills, and the Democrat shills, they get a lot of their talking points from these DNC think tanks. And one major thing they have to do is denigrate the grassroots, me in particular. Um, and one of my colleagues, and I told y'all this some months ago, I was having a meeting with a colleague of mine, and my colleague has worked in the political realm, and they worked at different think tanks. They work for the right and they work for the left. And they told me straight up and down, them think tanks be having meetings about me all the time. They broke it down telling me them right wing and left wing think tanks, boy, they be having whole strategy meetings specifically about me and how to discredit me because they feel that I'm way too influential on the grassroots, which I am to a certain degree, because people know that I'm going to be very honest and I'm going to say things that's going to make a lot of sense. And I have been able to sway elections and sway opinions publicly. So that's a major threat. So today there was some woman who's this right wing shill. She does a lot of shilling for MAGA, which is whatever. And she made a video because Trump, during his inauguration that he's going to have in a few weeks, they invited an HBCU to play, a band to play, Mississippi State, right? And I guess a lot of the Democrats are upset by that this black HBCU, not, I guess a few Democrats feel a certain way about it. But this woman, I don't know her name, but she's an older woman, a little haggard, but she's like, yeah, yeah, this HBCU, this black man is going to play at Trump's inauguration. That's going to be a great thing. So just ignore all the haters like Tariq Nasheed. I see him hating. Yeah, just ignore them. Like, the hell did she just name me for? She just pulled my name out of thin air. And I'm like, wait a minute. Number one, I've never even mentioned this HBCU performing at the inauguration. I never even mentioned it. I never said anything about it. That's number one. Number two, I don't have a problem with them performing. I don't have a problem. They should perform. I have no problem with them performing whatsoever. So why did this person bring my name up in there? Why did they lie and say that I hated on them, which I didn't? This woman clearly works, or I'm going to say allegedly, works for some kind of think tank, some kind of right wing think tank. And they basically gave her some talking points, I guess, about me. And I guess the assumption was that I would be against it. I think they were just going to assume that I would be against it. I don't know. But it's clearly, it seems like some right wing think tank gave her a talking point and told her to crowbar my name into it. I guess in order to get traction, that's another thing. A lot of these right wingers, left wingers, and other people, they use my name in order to get traction on their post, on their videos. That's the thing. And that's another thing that I'm going to start playing past for the new year. I'm going to ignore more of these people because a lot of these people try to throw my name and try to manufacture some kind of beef so that I can mention their name so that they can get social media clout so they can monetize the views. And I'm not going to be giving out clout to people. Myron Gaines does that. He tweets about me every single day, hoping that I mention him. I might mention him every blue moon for shits and giggles, but most of the time I ignore him. Most of the time I ignore him. A lot of other people, there's a lot of these Democratic shills who are always in my comments trying to mention me or say something to me to provoke a response. And I'm not going to be getting into that. People trying to clout chase using my name for clicks and views. I'm not, we got to rise above that kind of stuff. I'm not um, clout feeding people. And we see a lot of that going on because some of these people ain't even worthy to acknowledge. And it's a bunch of time wasting. And it's a bunch, just basically them trying to get some damn clout. So a lot of these people are very insignificant at the end of the day. So yeah, there's going to be new ways we got to go about things, ladies and gentlemen. And we got to get out here and get active. We got to get out here and hit the pavement. We got to move around. Movement. That should be the theme for 2025. Move. Movement. Get out here and move, motivate. We got to get movement because when you're too static, that's the problem. Sometimes we think if we're just static and we're going to stay in one place, we're going to be safe. We're going to be safe from consequences. We're going to be safe from any negative feedback. And that's not the case. Things have to flow. I notice when I move around and when I'm driving or when I'm walking around and I'm just active, I'm more creative. When you move, physically move, um, that creates a certain level of energy, and that energy starts to flow and circulate, and that energy turns into creative energy. Your brain flows. So when you're moving, it's very, very important to just move around, just be active. Because a lot of times we do things online, so we're static. We do a lot of things online, and that can, that'll make us rusty. It can make you psychologically rusty, physically rusty. We got to get out here and move. And Move by getting more knowledge, move your brain, reading new stuff, getting new books, watching new documentaries, move your mind. Everything is about movement. We got to start moving. Just like certain things that are stagnant, like water. If water is stagnant, water has to flow. When water is flowing, it purifies, it becomes clean to a certain degree when it flows. It has energy when it flows. Water that just sits up and doesn't move, it becomes stagnant, it becomes polluted. Insects start to gather around it. It becomes rotten to a certain degree. Just sitting water, it draws diseases. So I don't want you to be sitting water. Let's get out here and get active. So because sometimes we think, okay, we're going to play it safe and just kind of sit here and not do anything, not move too much. A lot of people feel like that when it comes to venturing outside of their neighborhoods. A lot of people stay stuck in their hood. You don't move. That's a dangerous thing, being stuck in the hood, because you and other people who are stuck in the hood, familiarity breeds contempt. So you're around the same group of people, y'all start bickering and fighting, and then you turn that anger and frustration inward, and dudes start clapping each other on the block. That's why if you go to certain cities, most of the violence happens on just a few city blocks in the same area. You notice that? You can find the place where all the bullshit is going to go down. Is usually the same 1 or 2 block areas. Yeah. Because everybody's just stagnant. Ain't nobody really flowing and moving like they need to move. Movement is very important. You understand? Just sitting up, chilling, leaving things stagnant. It's very detrimental. One of my cars that I have, I don't, I'm talking about one of my cars. I'm up here sounding, that sounds a little pompous, but I'm not saying that to be pompous. But one of my cars, I don't drive it that much because it brings too much attention to me. One of my cars, I just kind of have it at the crib and I just kind of cover it up and it's just chilling. Because when I drive it, I like to be low key now. And when I drive this car, it brings way too much attention. And sometimes I just want to get to point A to point B. I don't, I just don't want a bunch of attention sometimes. So this particular car, it'll sit up at the house without me driving it for like 2 or 3 months. And, and I drive it on special occasions. But recently, the car's in the shop now because there was a bunch of computer error messages in the car. So I took it down to the mechanic and they were like, yeah, you had rodents in your hood. The car had been sitting up. Some goddamn rodents were up there chewing the damn wires. And they showed me pictures and my wires all chewed up under the hood. I'm like, God damn. So even that, I gotta drive this motherfucker around every now and then. I gotta move the car. You gotta move it and you gotta crank it up and give it a spin around the block so that the bullshit don't build up in it. So the whole movement thing, it's pertinent to everything you do. Everything you do, there has to be movement. You just can't have shit sitting up. There has to be movement. You're not playing it safe by just standing still and leaving things still. There has to be movement. Let me get some people in here. Who is this? What's your name? Person with the black face and the big teeth. I don't know what your name is, but hop in.
How you doing,
I'm good, man.
Flex?
How are you?
I'm good. Hey, I am noticing just like old girl that mentioned you and you ain't say nothing about the HBCUs going to the inauguration. Charleston White had a space and somebody mentioned your name and he tried to go in on you. And I was like, that's so weird that Charleston White would have anything bad or any negativity towards you. Do you know where that comes from?
No, he'd be trolling though. Charleston just be trolling. So that's not. I don't even take that seriously. Yeah, that's not. And he kind of admits to being a troll and just saying stuff because he knows it's going to get a reaction. So yeah, I don't take that seriously. This is what I'm saying. I'm going and all of that stuff. People talk about me all the time, and a lot of it is just some trollish stuff. I don't trip on that shit. That's what I'm saying. All of that, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. I'm not even feeding that type of shit because a lot of people are just doing stuff to get content and they're trying to get reactions. So yeah, that is what it is. I'm not tripping on that. I'm not offended by that. Um, let me see. Let's get some more people in here because we do have a lot of people in the building. Let me get Brother Maroc in the building. Brother Maroc in the building. Let's get Maroc in here. Brother Maroc in the building.
Yep. What up, Tariq? First of all, I was laughing at that thumbnail you had with the Haitian tether.
Oh, yo, that was
Uh,
uh, yeah.
YouTube, John.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny. But then, but no, you mentioned also the guy. He had a lot to say about the American flag. I know we just talked about it yesterday, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pride here in the American flag. We have everything to do with those 13 stripes that symbolizes those colonies, and everything to do with symbolism behind those 50 stars from Mississippi to Alabama to Delaware. So I just want to put a lot of pride behind our heritage and our cultural reverence here in America. That's it. My line.
Thank you so much. Yeah, man, we're not going to let people try to shame us for recognizing our heritage here. Yeah, we're under global white supremacy. See, they try to make it seem like, yeah, America is so racist. Yeah, I mean, the world is racist. Racism is global. You understand? You're not just going to put the racism here. Racism is a global thing. Yeah. Let me get some more people in here. Who is that crying upstairs? Okay, let's get Solon in the building. What is that? What is that? What is that? Can't do that now. I can't do it now. Solon, what's up, brother?
Hey, peace to you. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Sorry I couldn't get on last night. I don't know what happened. But I just want to say this. Our patriotism is rooted in our fight to build and uphold the ideas of justice and equality in this country. Ideas we fought over since day one. The systems of iniquity wants to erase our identity and
Yes.
reduce us to these $5 Africans,
Mm,
disconnected from our unique lineage and legacy in America. We must reject this erasure constantly and stand firm in our identity as us and continue to demand justice for the nation we help build. Our patriotism is not blind, it's a call for accountability and progress. So I'll land.
my man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's get this sister here, Miss Stacy in the building. Miss Stacy, hop on. Miss Stacy, hop on.
Sorry, I had the button and it didn't. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. How are you, dear?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you, dear?
I'm great. I just wanted to say thank you for sharing this space with us. Starting off the new year right. I want to say Happy New Year to everybody in the room, all my FBA family. Hope everybody has a prosperous 2025. We're gonna be on some new stuff this year, so I'm wishing all the best for everybody. And I was hoping you could kind of do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a friend of mine, the guy who is the one who turned me on to start listening to your YouTube spaces, and that was the whole reason I even started my Twitter account. I closed it down years ago, and then because I wanted to get on and be able to join your spaces, I started it back up again. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Elijah. He doesn't have Twitter. He said he didn't want you bagging on his janky phone. But he is having some, I don't want to put his business out there, but he's kind of fighting some health issues right now. But I was hoping to give him a shout out and maybe send him some blessings because he's going to listen to you on YouTube. And I sent him a message, a text, and told him I was listening. And he told me to enjoy the space tonight. So hopefully tomorrow when he hears, he'll hear that I gave him a shout out, and hopefully you can say something nice to him.
Yeah, Elijah, what city is he in, by the way?
He's in Sacramento, like me, Sacramento, California.
Oh, I love Sacramento. I had a great time when I went up there. Went up to Fixins. Oh, delicious food.
My uncle works for Fixins.
Oh,
He works at the one in LA.
okay.
Um, and he cooks. He travels around, Uncle Jeffrey. So I heard you mention that, and I was like, man, I wish I had known you guys were out here. I would have went up there and said hello to you and your family.
Yeah, that the fixings up there was so good. Oh man, it was so good. But yeah, we had a great time up there. But thank you, dear. But brother Elijah, man, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you up there in Sacramento, Elijah, and I hope you get well and hope your health situation is getting better. So we're gonna keep you in prayer and keep you rooted in the Majara spirit, brother. Hope you get better. All right, we're gonna get some more calls in here. Um, Speaking of sickly, that episode where the sickly hater when he called, that's a fire. I'll listen to the playback. That's funny. That sickly hater who always calls up here, the dude always coughing and wheezing, sound like he's on a breathing machine. I'm dying to see what that dude looks like in real life. He won't say what's wrong. It's something wrong with him, but he won't say what it is. And he's clearly terminally ill, but he won't say what it is. I'm fine. I'm healthy as a horse. Like, no, you're not, dude. What's up? Dude, how much money you got, Tariq? Dude, don't worry about me. The hell? He's funny. You know, a sick ass hater. That's the funniest thing ever. Let's get Sir Funk in the building. Sir Funk in the building. Sir Funk in the building. Hop on. Sir Funk, let's do it, Sir Funk.
Great.
I'm good. Hey man, how are you?
Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New
Uh,
Year, brother.
just a quick one here. I think I tweeted a couple of days ago about the possibility of foundational Black Americans taking our strategies and our purpose offline and into the real world in the form of small town takeovers. And I don't want to talk about any specific town, but I just wanted to lay out, three or four basic outlines of or concepts of what you would be looking for. You'd be looking for maybe a coastal town or at least a river town with ocean access so that you could do trade.
Mm-hmm.
You would be looking for a town that also has, at least a modest municipal airport that could work for cargo. You want a place with fertile soil, and you'd want a place with basic infrastructure that if it's not, you know, if it's not completely revamped and brand new, that at least it's functional. And then, of course, you'd want to put your own people in charge of that. And you know, there are plenty of places that fit that description,
Yeah.
but it's something that we need to start looking towards. And beyond that, I want to land my plane by saying, of course, Happy New Year, prosperity in 2025. Oh, and we've met before.
Really? Where did we meet?
Think think back to your first birthday party at the museum, and there was this there was there was me pulling up in uh, this electric blue vintage sports car with no rag. It was a roadster, a 1936 Auburn boat tail speedster. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember because I kept going from door to door. All the doors were locked because you were setting up for a party that night, and you just happened to come out, and we took a picture.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember. Did you come to the event that day? Or you just kind of passed?
Oh, I passed through because I couldn't make the event,
Okay.
but I did want to get my photo out. But yeah, that and before that we had met at Taste of Soul.
Oh,
But
cool.
so like I said, I've always appreciated what you've been doing, and I've always appreciated and contributed to the extent that I can. And let's just keep it going in 2025.
My man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, good ideas. Good ideas. We're all ideas are welcome of what we can do to be empowered. Yeah, taking over cities, towns, streets. All of those are great ideas. One thing we have to be very cognizant of is protecting ourselves. That's very important because once we start gaining access to certain municipalities, how do we protect ourselves? See, our big thing, we got a real big issue with us defending ourselves because, yeah, we can set up stuff. See, setting up stuff is not a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Foundational Black Americans, we can build stuff overnight. Let's not get it twisted. We can build stuff. We've always built stuff. We have to build things over and over and over again. We know how to build cities, towns, houses. We know how to get stuff done. Our problem is we have to figure out how to protect those things from sabotage because the minute we start building, we are the only group that are repeatedly sabotaged by the dominant society. The minute we get something constructive going, the dominant society, they start doing the Birdman hand rub. They start grinding their wheels on how they're going to undermine it. When foundational Black Americans created Bruce's Beach out here, they went in, hey, eminent domain, we're gonna take this land out here in right above Bakersville, Allensworth. That was an all-Black little village, little town. They set it up, and it's still out there now as a open-air museum. Beautiful little place, little quaint place that foundational Black Americans built. The white supremacists started messing with the water supply. Central Avenue here in Los Angeles, that was a Black business hub, thriving Black businesses there. They ran the 110 freeway parallel to Central Avenue. That uprooted a lot of the businesses, you see. So they always come up with ways to sabotage. And we know about Tulsa and Wilmington, things like that. So we got to start figuring out how to protect the things that we build. You understand? That's been our issue, protecting things and protecting each other. Right? So we got to put our thinking caps together. This is why we got to get these think tanks going so that we can sit back in the cut and start powwowing and putting our heads together to come up with solutions to a lot of these things. But Sir Funk gave some great ideas. Shout out to that brother. Let me see. We got a lot of folks in here. Let's get FBI, FBA Hannibal. Was the FBA Hannibal? FBA Hannibal, hop on, sir. All right. Unmute your microphone, brother. All right. All right. Come on, FBA Hannibal. All right. While we're waiting on him, let's get J King.
Hello.
Oh, what's up, Hannibal?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, big bruh?
I'm good. How are you, brother?
Oh man, striving to survive, man. Living just enough for the city, in the words of Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah. What city you in, by the way?
I'm in Akron right now.
Okay.
I'm from North New Jersey, but I'm out here in Akron. A lot of people is leaving them areas out there, either going down south or moving Midwest.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what's on your
Yeah. I just wanted to shout out to you. I've been a long time listener. Got the all of the hidden colors. I'm actually always speaking out in public about, the problems that we have as a nation. I just wanted to shoot out to you. You were speaking about, your next movement. I'm working on a script and I wanted to shoot it to you.
Okay.
I want to see if possible if I get the email so I can email it to you.
Yeah, just you look at my profile and the email is up there in the profile above. All right. So you can check that out. Okay, somebody had a bad echo somewhere. I don't know where that echo was coming from. Somebody had a very bad echo. Share. Okay, Miss Share. That's her phone.
Happy New Year's.
What's up, dear?
And happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Look, Tariq, I had just said I know the migrants not that stupid to come down here in New Orleans, right?
Mhm.
Well, I turn on the news. You know when they hit your doors, they hit like 5, 6 in the morning. Man, when I tell you they was marching them out there, I said, now why they ain't put the $1,000 out so I could get me a phone from this 8-year-old phone?
So you wanted to
Look, I told my
report somebody so you can get you some iPhone money. There it is. There it is. Your echo, that echo was killing me. I offered to buy you a phone, sis, and you didn't want me to get it. I was going to get you a phone. You didn't have to. I was going to hook you up, sis. Let me know if you want a phone. I'll hook you up. Jay, what's up, Jay?
Hey, Happy New Year's. You know what I'm saying? When I jumped in, like I've been listening for like 40 minutes. Y'all was talking about the train. I think y'all was talking about that, you know what I'm saying, the accident that happened with the lady that was burning. And I'm like, why nobody try to throw a blanket over her? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Thank
what's
this brother's been drinking. Okay. This brother just got back from a New Year's Eve party, so let me let him rest it out. All right. Let's get Eduardo. Eduardo in the building. Eduardo. Mr. Eduardo, I need you to speak on it, brother. All right, Eduardo, I'm gonna give you a couple of more seconds to unmute your mic. All right, because now we're getting the drunk crowd in. All right, the drunk people are coming in from them damn parties. All right. Y'all raise your hand if you're ready. Let's try it that way. What's up, Nicety girl? I see you. Raise your hand if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Let's raise your hand if you're ready. Let's get Jackson or Jason in. Get Jason in here. All right. And then we'll get Diavion in here. All right, Jason.
Yeah, what's up, big bro? Happy New Year's to you and your family, man.
My man, happy New Year to you. And what's on your mind?
So I just wanted to tap in, give you your flowers. That's all, man. I've been a follower for a long time. I'm talking about. I remember when you was on old drama
Oh, damn.
because I used to have a thing for them Cougars. So Vanessa Bell Calloway and Kim Whitley. I used to watch that show all the time because of them, and I remember you being on there. And then I just remember, I just seen your evolution, man, throughout the years, man. I just wanted to tell you, man. You know, I'm here with you, big bro.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
much respect, man. I love that, brother. Diavion, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother. What you doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind, D?
Man, I just had a question. Like, say like when you dating someone, in your opinion, how often do you think you should take that person out on a date, as far as through the week?
It just depends, man. I mean, you shouldn't be counting it. It should be a vibe. If you really rock
Okay.
with that person, man, it's whatever you guys feel. It shouldn't be like you putting brownie points on the board. Okay, I took out 3 times, and now you're asking that question. If you're asking that question, that means you ain't smashed yet. How come you ain't smashed yet?
It ain't that, bro. It just some girls be like, oh, you don't plan dates, or you always do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Now,
you feel me?
did you smash though?
Yes, I did, Tyreek. I
How,
smashed.
how many times?
We smashed. I said like 5, 6 times.
Okay. Oh, so it's a regular thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so is she complaining about the going out, or are you complaining about the going?
I would say it's not that. It's just like my thing is like I kind of don't know like when to do it or how to do it too much or doing it too less. It's just you know that's it.
Now, what's the vibe with this girl? I mean, is are y'all like just friends with benefits, or do you look at her as a potential
I,
lady?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of just like testing the water, seeing how she, how the vibe is.
Now, on a
I
scale
ain't
of
gonna
1 to 10, what? Be honest, what is she?
lie. I say like a 7, 8.
And what city you in, by the way?
North Carolina.
So she's a North Carolina 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That ain't too bad, but yeah, I think in the back of your mind, you could go for a 10. Yeah, it sound like you're waiting on a 10 to come through, and you're just kind of dealing with that 7 until a 10 come along.
I'm just testing the waters, brother.
Uh, Now again, is she hounding you to go out more? Was she
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Now how old is she and how old are you?
I'm 22. She's 23.
She ain't got no kids, is she?
No.
Good, good. It just depends on how serious you want the thing to be. And because if you're spending time with somebody, the more time you're going to spend with them, and it becomes semi-serious. So it just really depends
Right.
on you and how much you like her. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I feel you. I understand you. I appreciate that.
my man. All right, brother. Thank you so much.
For sure.
Probably ain't no 7. She probably a Charlotte 5. He ain't trying to say nothing. He probably got him a nice big back gal, and he probably don't want to be seen. Some of y'all try to be slick. You get you a say, hey, listen, let's talk turkey tonight. Sometimes you might find you a big back, and the sex ain't that bad, but you ain't really trying to be all out in the public with it. You dig? So sound like my nigga's trying to hide his big back. It's all right. Sometimes you might have to take that big back out to Sizzler every now and then. Yeah, I've never had a big back. I've had some. I've had a couple of thickums, but not quite big back. I've had a couple of love. I had some husky love. You know, I think the biggest I done went was like around a Queen Latifah size. I done had a couple of Queen Latifahs in my life. Sometimes you might have to take them somewhere. There's a couple of dark restaurants you can take them to. They're good people. You're not going to ignore them altogether. You know, but see, it sounds like he's trying to hide his big back. You want to be seen in public. You're trying to wait on that dime if you want to go out and really be kicking it, holding hands, kicking cans. Ladies too. You got you a couple of um ugly tree monkey looking niggas that y'all be letting smash because he knows how to throw it in you real good, but you ain't really trying to be seen with him too much. But, some ladies, y'all get some ugly love in your life. Let a couple of ugly niggas smash, but you ain't really trying to be all out with him, and he be trying to take you out. I want to take you to Red Lobster. No, thank you. You know, so that's what it is. Some people you don't really want to be seen in public with. If you want to go out and because the fact the dude is asking me about just going out, if you got somebody that you really like and they look good, you don't mind going out. You want to go out. It's like a trophy. You want people to see you with your dime. You want people, that kind of elevates your status. The way dude was acting is like, well, damn it, do I have to take her out? Shit, she's hounding me. What do I do? Okay, well, that's sound like you got a big back situation, brother. And there's a few places you can take your big backs where you can, kind of have a nice outing and not have all your business in the streets. Take them to some nice Mexican restaurants. Mexican restaurants are usually dimly lit. For some reason, I don't know. They like to have dim lights in Mexican restaurants. So go to a Mexican restaurant. That's where you can take your big back. Also, go to um a movie at the Dollar Movie. Do they still have Dollar movies where you can go back in the day, the old movies that used to be in the theaters? Do they still have the Dollar movies? Take it somewhere where ain't too many people. Yeah. That's one thing. You can take your big backs on a date to a zoo. A lot of people there with kids, so there's people in the streets ain't gonna be at the zoo all up in your business. That's a nice outing. Take her ass to the damn zoo. Um, a lot of good places. You can take your big back to a white skating rink. Don't take it to the black skating rink. Too many people know you. Take her out there to the skating rink that's out in the suburbs where the white people are. um, where everybody's skating to Katy Perry and shit. Nobody will know you out there. Y'all have a great time. Some white people you have fun out there with them. So yeah, there's things you can do with your big back so that you ain't got to be seen by the streets. Yeah, because yeah, you don't want to mess your reputation up. Um, and again, I talked about I've had some booger wolves that I done kicked it with, and I done ran into them in public. I never took them out, but and I had a booger wolf, and we saw each other in public, and I had the homies with me, and they were like, "Oh shit, who is this, Flex?" I'm like, "Huh? Who is this?" Like, oh, nobody. It's just a colleague. So you got to start nigga splaining. And they looking at me suspicious. Oh, all right, player. You didn't smash, did you? What? Fuck you. Come on, nigga. What? Y'all niggas be acting guilty. What? Smash, man? Man, shut up, nigga. Come on. You nigga be sounding guilty as hell. You didn't smash that. What? Huh? Please. Y'all nigga be guilty, be all extra. Man, come on, man. You know how I get out, nigga. Now I be fucking with supermodels, nigga. Come on. Knowing you knocked the bottom out that booger wolf. All right. So yeah, there's things you can do to hide your big backs and booger wolves. All right. A lot of people in here. A lot of people in here. Let's get Halo India in here. Halo India. Hop on in here, dear. Hmm. Miss Halo, hop on in. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I was on here last time about the deportation.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, so now I want to like tell y'all what to look for to when you want to catch these people in deportation. When you know you use the bush meat to catch them. So if they got them brown sandals and they toes curled up and those brown sandals and they got that Kuta funk smell to them, yeah, that's the immigrant. You're gonna have to hurry up and call ISIS on them.
Not the.
Because
Did you say?
I'm encouraging my
You,
people to get that band for that head.
did you say Kunta Funk? Good lord. Yeah, yeah. People gonna get that money out there. People are gonna start getting that money. So Demario, what's up, Demario? Brother Demario, what's happening? All right, let's get
Oh, can you hear me now?
there, there he is. What's up, Demario?
Hey, Plex, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great. I had a two-part question for you. One, I've gotten into your pay-per-view specials, and I really appreciate the game in them. I was wondering how'd you really come up on that knowledge? So that's the first question. Second is I like I think it's called The Real Egypt
Yeah.
documentary you did. That was pretty good. And it started me off onto an exploration of ancient Egypt. And I just wanted to know how you rationalize liking ancient Egypt with being FBA. So that's all I got.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Listen, there were a lot of ancient Egyptian connections here, to be honest. Um, Over in the Grand Canyon, they've been talking about how they found things that are similar to Egyptian hieroglyphics in the Grand Canyon and other places. So there's been connections over in ancient Egypt. In the mummies, they found remnants of cocaine. Cocaine is from here. They found cocaine, and remember, cocaine was also used for medicinal purposes too. But yeah, they found cocaine over there. Cocaine is over here in the Americas. There's no cocaine in Africa. You understand? So that means there was some type of trade internationally. And the Egyptians had ships, and those ships were capable of long distance sailing. So um, there were ancient connections there. So, we look at all of the history. We look at ancient history, world history, and we can appreciate history. That's the great thing about Foundational Black Americans. Remember we were talking to the tether on the phone on the last broadcast last night, and they were trying to pretend that I was a Haitian tether, which was funny because I did the movie 1804. Like, why are you doing a movie about that history of that ain't your history? Well, that's how tethers think because they only think about themselves. We as foundational Black Americans, we're not insecure. We can give people their props. We can give you your flowers. We can give you your flowers. If you did something fly, we'll be the first to congratulate you. That's how secure we are. I've done several films talking about our history. The movie American Maroon, that's a phenomenal film where I talk about the great stuff we were doing on this land militarily. That's where y'all, another film y'all better see. Hell, Microphone Check. My latest documentary is about foundational Black American history. The whole film is about how foundational Black Americans created all of the genres and elements of hip hop. So, yeah, I definitely big up our lineage, but I have no problem giving props to ancient Egypt. I have no problem giving props to Haiti. Just any group of people who did some fly things historically, I can pop my collar, take my hat off to you, and encourage you to keep doing good. Encourage you to tap back into your greatness. Because when you build yourself up and we build ourselves up, then we can do business, we can trade, we can have power business that we do. See, that's the thing about us. We don't mind Black people being elevated. That we've been the only ones propping up the idea of Pan Africanism because we want Black people to be elevated globally. You see, we're not going over to your homelands trying to undermine you. We would love for you to build up these homelands so we can come visit. We would love to come visit and kick it and not have to be at the white resorts. We'd like to be around your stuff. When I went to South Africa, I was very upset, but where I couldn't find too many authentic South African food restaurants, I was actually actively looking for some restaurants that were owned by some of the Black locals that serve traditional food. I couldn't find any. Yeah. You had some of the white restaurants, and some of them would have a couple of dishes that were local, but they were white owned restaurants, you see. But I love to do business with Black people globally who got it together. Yeah. Let me get some people in here. Let's get North Click. Let's get Duke Blue. This is one of our white listeners. North Click. What's up, North Click?
Happy New Year's, everybody. Yeah, I had to bounce back and piggyback off the big backs. Down in North Carolina, South Carolina, we call them Yetis. You ever heard that term?
I know what the Yeti is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like Bigfoot. Yeah. Yeah. So you done had a couple of Yetis out there in North Carolina?
I had me one. I called her Big Dawn. She was very faithful and very giving.
Oh, what happened to her? Did you let her go and upgrade? What happened?
Oh yeah, she was just a friend.
There you go. Friends with benefits. There it is. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's get a couple of more calls in here because we ain't gonna be on too long because it's a new year. I'm gonna watch a movie with my lady tonight because I'll be on here with y'all real late, and I'm gonna chill with my lady for the new year. Dissecting. What's up, dissecting?
Yeah, hi Tariq.
How you doing?
So I'm calling from the UK.
Yes, sir.
Um, so I'm a Labour Party member. So I don't know if you follow UK politics, but the Labour Party, we're in power right now.
Okay.
So, I've been writing to David Lammy. He's the Foreign Secretary of the UK. And I think when you were banned, it was Theresa May, I believe, that was in charge.
Okay.
You know, very racist woman, so
Yeah.
um
If we can.
right now, right now, like in order to get your ban overturned, I think the best course of action would be a petition. Because if a petition gets, enough signatures, it has to be debated in Parliament, no matter what.
Okay.
So, it will be on the table. And I think, that is, one of the best courses of action. So I'm speaking to my people here because I'm based in Brent, so it's a Labour constituency.
Okay. That's
And
good, man. We need to correspond. Should I get a lawyer out there to kind of holler at some people?
yeah, yeah, no, honestly, like, I think your best point of call would be probably to link up with the any ambassadors out here in the UK to kind of liaise with you. And the UK US ambassador, I'm sure, he'll be very receptive to that because he's also a Labour guy.
Okay.
And it's a very inclusive government we've got right now. So I think now is the best time, to push that
You
forward. And
email me some of these people's names so we can start reaching out to them. info@tariq.la.
in info@tariq.la. Okay, I'll be emailing you shortly.
Perfect, perfect. And also some lawyers out there too that that I can kind of connect with. All right.
Right, right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of
I
course.
appreciate you. All right.
All right.
I would like to get that ban lifted. Yeah, they just banned me from the damn UK for no damn reason. Simply because I'm influential. I didn't commit a crime. I didn't use hate speech or nothing. They were like, just nigga, you just too influential. You can't come back. So yeah, that was raggedy. I don't like that. So yeah, I because I haven't been over there in years, I just haven't really been working on it. But yeah, I don't want to have a damn uh some kind of international sanction on my ass just lingering over me. Um, Brother McCall said that the ambassador is Jane Hartley. Okay, we got to look into that. I got to look into that definitely. What's up? Let's get Aaliyah RN. Aaliyah RN in the building. What's up, Aaliyah? Aaliyah, hop in.
You just said I didn't do nothing wrong. With all you have the power to change elections,
Yeah.
the power to motivate millions of people, and you just said, I don't know why I'm banned from the UK. And also, I wanted to say the Seneca Indians, the Iroquois, they was picking cocaine. They wasn't picking cotton. Love you.
Thank you.
Later.
Thank you, Belinda. Yes, indeed. Yeah, but yeah, the UK government, yeah, the excuse they gave, they're like, well, yeah, your presence is not conducive to the good of UK society. So that's just some I'm white and I say so mumbo jumbo. Let's get Keba. Let's get Keba Jagni. What's up, Keba? Brother Keba in the building. What's up, Keba? Go ahead and unmute your microphone, sir, while we're waiting on Keba. Okay, let's get okay. I hope this ain't one of them damn Indians calling up. The brother with the red.
Yeah, hello, hello, hello. Can you hear
What's
me?
up, Keba?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm all good, I'm all good.
Where you calling from?
London, London.
There you go. What's on your mind, Keba?
Yeah, man, I just
Hello,
wanted
how are
to
you?
add to these Africans. It's like,
Okay.
I wanted you to ask them a question. Why do they, when they scam, they scheme on their own cousins and their own family members that are in Europe when they go back and then they try to say that you're divisive? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you say they scheme on their own.
They scheme on their own family members and their own people. You understand? And so, like, to say that you're divisive and uninclusive,
Yeah,
it doesn't really make sense. Do you know what I mean?
a lot of projections. It's a lot of projections. A lot of people would do a lot of projections, but it's a lot of noise, brother. What's that,
Hello, Happy New Year.
brother? Where you calling from, man?
I am India.
All right, have a good night, man. God damn, I don't want to hear all that. You in there making some marsala chicken? I don't know what you doing, man. There's all types of noise in there. He's stirring curry. I don't know what you're doing, man. It's noisy. Okay. Good freaking grief, man. He's making some of that New Year curry, making the goop scoop. Damn. All right, let me get some more people in here. But yeah, family, got to look into that UK thing and see who's who, so I can get that ban lifted off my ass. So my London people, if y'all can assist with that, that would be great. All my London folks, or my UK people, not just in London, but the UK in general. All right. Let me get y'all raise your hand if you're ready. Raise your hand if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Raise those hands. Because we're celebrating the new year. And we're going to go into the new year recognizing our foundational Black American heritage, recognizing our lineage and respecting our lineage and our heritage, ladies and gentlemen. Because there's a lot of things we better understand. Don't let nobody shame you or shame us because of our heritage. Because foundational Black Americans, we are the culture here. We are the builders of the nation's economic foundation. We are the ones we pay to play the pivotal role in just building America's wealth and infrastructure through that unpaid labor. They're not going to act like that unpaid labor didn't happen. Yeah, we're not letting folks forget about that. You know, that's the original sin of the nation. That unpaid labor that they still ain't paid and they still kicking and screaming about. Yeah, you're going to have to make right on that. Yeah, because all that cultivating those cash crops, that fueled the Industrial Revolution. I want y'all to understand that. They always try to reduce our role as just picking a couple of pieces of cotton. No, that cotton, that was cash, basically. Cotton was king. That's why they said cotton was king. And that cotton fueled the Industrial Revolution because they had to refine that cotton and they had to build factories and railroads. So that created whole systems. Everything was born out of our free labor. The insurance companies, it was born out of our labor. They had to insure us. They were insuring us. The medical industry, as we know it, they had to insure us and have medical insurance on us. Yeah, and we got sick, they would get payouts. They had to evaluate us, and they would use us to experiment on new methods of medical practices. Yeah. Oh no, we ain't gonna forget about none of that stuff. We ain't gonna forget about it. Always remember, always respect. Always remember and always respect. But yeah, we're the creators of American culture. We're the architects of a lot of the cultural elements, all the music, all of that. Much of the food, the fashion. When you look at fashion, that's us. The zoot suits, that's us. You understand? Yeah, just so many things. The sportswear, the sports gear, the way we style and rock everything, we're that culture. The fashion industry, they're following what we do today. We put fashion brands on the map. We were the ones putting this stuff on the map. Going back to Jesse Owens, our athletes. Jesse Owens put Adidas on the map. Run DMC put them back on the map. You understand what I'm saying? We put Converse on the map. Come on, man. We are American culture. We're the innovators and inventors of many, many things. We always talk about George Washington Carver and people like Madam C.J. Walker, who created the concept of direct marketing, which is what Avon and Amway and Herbalife and all of these people do now. That came from Madam C.J. Walker, ladies and gentlemen. That direct marketing where they didn't sell things in particular stores. You had networks of people selling a particular product. That came from us, ladies and gentlemen. That was Madam C.J. Walker and Annie Malone as well. And we did that out of necessity because we were dealing with Jim Crow. We had to watch our movements. We just couldn't go places all willy-nilly. So it was more convenient for people to come to us to sell the products and have a network of people where we could protect ourselves and sell our products and demonstrate our products with each other. You dig? We use the oppressive system and play around that and come up with a system that would benefit us in spite of the oppressive system. So we've created all types of fly things. You dig? We are American culture, ladies and gentlemen, and we're definitely the champions of freedom and justice. Nobody steps up for justice for all people except us. You dig? It wasn't the damn white supremacists. We were trying to get freedom and justice from them. Just like Professor James Small said, we over here, we had to force these people to act like they got some damn sense. We have to force them to act like they got some morality. You know? We have to make them act right. Yeah? The Malcolms, the Martin Luther Kings, the Rosa Parks, the Ida B. Wells, the W.B. Du Boises, the Medgar Evers, the Francis Cress Welsings. We got so many foundational Black American icons who stood for justice. We're the ones who stand for justice in this country, and the reason why other non-white people can come over here and enjoy freedoms to a certain degree. Yeah? And we have a very unique identity, man. Our identity is very unique here. We're not lost generic Africans. I got to really reiterate that in people's brains. We formed our culture here. So our culture is strictly foundational Black American. Don't ever let nobody sit up and say that we don't have a culture. That's immigrant talk. Whenever people start talking about we ain't got no culture, as opposed to what? Ask them what their culture is. See, people like to project their lack of culture onto us. A lot of these folks ain't got no culture, and they project that onto us. We are the culture. You understand that? So much so that everybody utilizes it. See, we don't have like some little one trick pony type of culture that we do off in the corner and everybody's like, hey, look at them. You dig? Like you put on a couple of pieces of paint and then do some little dance you've been doing for 200 years. Okay, okay. We no, we our culture is deeper than that. It's more deeply rooted and it's utilized. Our cultures are more practical that everybody can utilize. And I'm not saying that to denigrate anybody else's culture. I'm not saying that to denigrate anybody else's culture at all. But I'm just putting our culture in context because our culture is utilized by everybody. And that's the thing. Everything we create, everybody pounces on it and then start just using it up. And then it becomes part of the national lexicon. And then people forget where it came from. Potato chips. We created that. It's foundational Black American. We created potato chips. That's all over the place. And that was our creation, but it's not looked at as that. Yeah. Family, one of the first stores, like Trader Joe's, one of the first grocery stores, one of the first health food stores that sold organic vegetables and food. That was a foundational Black American. I think it was in Cincinnati. Oh man, what was this guy's name? Some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. This guy had like an organic food store, high-end grocery store that was like Trader Joe's is now and Whole Foods. It was a foundational Black American had that kind of store in the 1800s. I want to say it was in Cincinnati, became very rich. And it was a high-end organic food store that all the white people would go to. The first of its kind, an organic high-end grocery store. Foundational Black American out of Cincinnati. I cannot think of that brother's name, and I like to bring names with this thing, family. I like to bring names with it when I say something. But we have been creating so much stuff that we forget about it. Let me get Trinity in here. Miss Trinity, hop in. Trinity, hop in, beloved.
Hello, happy New Year,
How
Flex.
are you, dear?
Oh, I'm fabulous. Much love and respect to you and everyone else on Code. Much love. Um, I just wanted to come on. The sister was talking about the ICE stuff, and I just thought I would come on to our good sister Miss T. She was saying the other day in a space that in like every city, it only cost about $70 to get your bounty hunter license. So I thought I would just put that out there, give y'all a little
Okay.
game.
Oh, hey, that's what it is. Hey, good information, sis. Very good information. All right, hey, man, listen. Let's get some of this money out here. Yeah. Hey, there's $1,000 on the table for some of these people who would turn on you at the drop of a hat. Hey, I'm not mad at you. If you need to get that paper, I am not mad at you, ladies and gentlemen. I am not mad at you. Family, that black man, his name is I was telling you, Samuel T. Wilcock. That's the brother's name, Samuel T. Wilcock. Um, this brother had a grocery store called Fancy and Staples. This was the Whole Foods before Whole Foods. Samuel T. Wilcox, his brother sold organic, premium, high-end groceries and fruit and vegetables, just like what Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and Sprouts, what they're doing now. This brother was doing that in the mid 1800s and making bank. That brother was making a damn grip, and he owned the Dumas House Hotel. Man, we were doing some phenomenal ass things. But yeah, that was the first store that sold premium, high quality groceries. A foundational Black American did that. That's what Whole Foods and all of them people, they're Johnny come latelys. You understand me, family? We better know who the hell we are. You better know who you are. Samuel T. Wilcox, that's his name. Let's get King Darius in here. Then we'll get Righteous Anger in here. Either or, King Darius or Righteous Anger.
Peace and reparations, family. Should have happened 2 fucking seconds ago. New Year tap in with Tariq Nasheed 2025 FBA. Remember where we come from. We are exceptional. So kick ass and take names. Happy New Year's,
Thank
everyone.
you, beloved. Yes, indeed. King Darius, hop on, sir.
Hey, Happy New
Happy
Year's.
New
Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
what's on your mind, King?
Hey, I wanted to let you know that we keep on inventing stuff. The video doorbell, that was an FBA brother by the name of Roderick Carter. He's out of North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. He was responsible for the video
Oh wow.
doorbell.
Wow.
Yep. Look him up. He's still
Oh
alive.
wow. Shout out.
I'm gonna land my
Man,
plane.
man, thank you. Man, we done created so much stuff, dude, that we don't even know about. We done created. Man, we got our hands in so much stuff. I don't give an F. Go ahead, brother. You got Biden on this thing. IDGAF. I don't give a F. Hop in. Okay, let's get Huckleberry in here.
Good morning,
How
family.
are you?
What's up, great? Oh, I'm doing good. I slept through the new year and I just woke up, but
Oh,
I got on Twitter and I just saw there are a lot of people posting happy birthday to all the illegal immigrants and all the immigrants.
oh yeah, it's their birthdays today. That's another thing. January 1st, a lot of
That's all I want to remind y'all of. Happy birthday to all the tethers and all the cool immigrants.
uh
legal and otherwise.
Yes. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, Sister Huckleberry made a good point. A lot of people's birthdays are today. All right. A lot of people, it's their birthday today. A lot of people who don't have paperwork. So happy birthday to y'all. Lion Legal. What's up, Lion Legal? Mr. Lion Legal in the building. Hop on in here. All right. Lion Legal, let me drop you down and get you back up. Something is going on with your thing. Yeah, your thing ain't working like it's supposed to. Let's get Mo. Let's get Mo in the building. Mr. Mo. And I don't give an F. You still in here? All right. I don't give an F. Ain't saying nothing. All right. Mo, what's up, brother?
Hey Tariq, how you doing,
I'm
man?
good, man. What's on your mind?
I just want a little word of advice. I work at this restaurant, and I'm one of the few black employees there, and I keep getting told I'm doing a good job, and my approval ratings from the customers are like 100%, but yet they keep cutting my hours and not giving me tables. So, what do you think I should do?
Well, the thing is, if you're working for a white establishment, it's inevitable that you're gonna deal with those office politics and those
Hmm.
politics. That's going so
Mm.
just understand that's how it is going in, and it's not going to get any better anywhere else when you're dealing with the white establishment. You gotta have your
Mm.
own joint to avoid that. That's the only way because all of them are on code at these jobs. I talk about this in my
Mm.
book, FBA Race Beta. You go to these jobs and they show nepotism to other white people. No
Hmm.
matter how good you do, they'll have you training people and then elevating them over you and giving them more
Hmm.
hours and giving them better tables. Um, so that's you just got to play that game and don't even trip. But
Hmm.
unless they start getting very disrespectful with you, um, you know, don't even trip on it. Just
Hmm.
use that to get your money, get your weight up until you start getting your own businesses popping, and then use all of that as a learning experience. But yeah, don't trip, don't take it personal.
Hmm.
That's just white supremacy working its magic.
Hmm.
Don't be the angry Negro. That ain't so
Yeah,
just don't be that. Just understand the office politics and just play past it until you get your own thing popping. All right, my
thank you, sir.
man. Yes,
Hmm.
indeed. Yeah, don't let these jobs stress y'all out. Yeah, they're gonna practice white supremacy on you. And that's what it is. I learned that in Hollywood. I learned that working within the industry in Hollywood, dude. They do all types of little slick stuff. You can either go for it or not. And I'm like, okay. I would do stuff with them and give them ideas, and they go run and give the idea and to a white host, and then there's a white person on TV doing the idea that I just pitched to the network, and they do that shit all the time. I said, okay, well, let me just start doing my own thing. Hell, let me just start doing my own films. All right, let me keep my ideas to myself and then go produce them. I'm gonna learn the game and just see the editing and the camera work and the color grading and the audio work and kind of ear hustle and eye hustle from them, and then I'm gonna use the game from them to get my own joint popping. That's the name of the game. I remember doing something. They had something called the Learning Annex. Do they still have the Learning Annex? I don't know if they had that in other cities, but out here in LA, California, they had something called the Learning Annex. It was like a publication, some papers that were almost like newspapers that went out all over the city, and it would advertise lecturers and people teaching classes, and they would book these different venues where people the learning annex would book these venues and have different speakers and teachers speak for a fee. And the learning annex, they booked me to do a lecture once, and I sold it out. And when it was time to get paid, well, they gave me some pennies, but they gave me some Negro pennies. Well, they gave me a little piece of money, and I'm like, what the hell? And I guess they felt if it's advertised in their publication, they're going to keep the lion's share. But I know the word of mouth. I was using word of mouth to get people to come out. The people who came out weren't really big fans of the Learning Annex. Just the word on the street was that I'm doing a lecture, and people came on through. Now this was over 20 years ago, but I took that. I learned from that and said, okay, y'all kind of burned me once, but I'm gonna take your template and then use this for myself. Basically, all they did was rent out like a conference room somewhere and then have me speak, and then they kept all the money. I'm like, well, damn it, I can do this. Hell, I can go rent a conference room. I can go rent a venue and I can advertise. I'll let people on MySpace and just holler at cats on the streets. We pass out flyers and we can get a crowd in here. And I've been doing that ever since. We've been doing our own events ever since. It takes me one time to get burned, and I don't get mad. I get game. I'm gonna learn some game from it. Okay, I'm like, these folks kind of got over on me. Okay, let me see what they did, and let me flip this and utilize this for myself. So, yeah, don't trip at these jobs. Okay, let's get the average white guy. All right, just the average white guy. What's going on, just the average white guy? Hop on in here. All right, just the average white guy. All right. Unmute your microphone. What did you bounce? What happened to you? Okay. He must have done that by mistake. Okay. He must have pushed the button by mistake. All right. Let's get what's your name? The new clan. Let's get the new clan in the building. The new clan. Hop in, brother.
Peace, Tariq. You can hear me,
I can
brother?
hear you. What's up, fam?
First of all, I wanted to say, man, shout out to you, bro. I've been following you since for a minute, man. Read two of your books. Definitely been in this game for a while, man. You definitely doing the work of the ancestors and the master teachers.
Yes,
So
sir.
I just want I just wanted to real quick to tell everybody. Next Christmas, Hollywood, Amazon, and MGM plans to release a movie called Sarah's Oil, and it's about Sarah
Oh
Rector.
yeah, from out
And I think
Oklahoma. Yeah.
Yep. And I think a lot of people should get game on that one right there, man,
Who's playing Sarah?
here's the catch 21. A little Haitian
I
American
knew
girl.
it.
Hmm
Knew it.
And guess who's producing it?
Who's oh Lord. Oh wait, let me brace myself. Hold on, wait. Oh God. Who? Just tell me. Who's?
Sierra and Russell
Oh,
Wilson.
okay. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But
That's what I said. I was like, that's interesting as hell. Like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from?
good grief, boy! They always got to get some non-FBAs to play in our roles, man. That's
Yeah.
by design. That's why when you mentioned that, I said they're gonna probably get some non-FBA person to play that girl. Um, they do that, man. That's not a coincidence that they get these foreigners to play. And for the Sarah Rector was a foundational Black American girl in Oklahoma. She got a plot of land, and then there was oil on that land. This is where I'm talking about the sabotage. So then this girl came into all of this wealth, and then the state came in and like, oh, we got to control it. Yeah, we got to become the guardians of the wealth. They were finessing their asses off. They came in with a bunch of I'm white and I say so, and they just kind of finessed that wealth from that girl. But she was like, I don't know if she got to enjoy any of that wealth, but I gotta see what the storyline is going to be. But they always get people who are not FBAs to play in these roles, and I think that's to disconnect the energy. They want to tell the story, but they don't want us to feel that energy. The story is a good story for white people to enjoy, but when we have our foundational Black American actors and actresses playing in these roles, we can feel the energy a little bit different. Just like when Denzel Washington played Malcolm X, you felt that. You felt that. When Angela Bassett played Tina Turner, you felt that. You understand? You can feel that energy. Cynthia Erivo playing Harriet Tubman, you didn't feel that. I didn't even feel the trailer. I didn't even watch that bullshit, to be honest, because I wasn't even feeling the trailer. Yeah. Straight out of Compton, you felt that. All of those actors, those were phenomenal actors. You felt that. You felt it. The guy playing Dre, you felt that. The guy playing Easy, you felt that. Yeah. Should we get one more call in here? We do have a lot of people in here, but we want you guys to chill with your family on the new year. Should we get one more call? Because it is getting late in here. Let me see. Y'all raise your hand. Everybody raise your hand real quick. And by the way, you can get your Majora shirts at majora.org. MOJAURA.org. Majora.org, ladies and gentlemen. Majora.org. Let's get Ogun Spirit Boy. Ogun Spirit Boy. What's up, Ogun? Ogun.
Marcus Sanders.
Oh Lord, it's this guy. Okay. Hey, what's up, Tether? Is your birthday today? Oh, don't drop down now. No, that's that one Tether who calls up with his weird trolling. Get your ass back up. No, come on, get on back up here. Oh, get your musty ass back up here. All right, don't try to troll and then dip. Get on back up here, little old musty man. We know it's your birthday right now. We know it's your little old musty birthday. You at home with a musty cake. You got a bushmeat birthday cake. This nigga got a birthday cake in the shape of a zebra. All right. So get your ass on up here and get this work for your birthday. Oh, January 1st ass nigga. All right. Now he bounced. There's that one little goofy Tether who would call up here all the time. He lonely on his damn birthday. Ah, let me get EJ in here. Let's get Eric on. Let's EJ, what's up, brother? I can hear you. What's up, fam?
Brother, I'm glad you didn't have to spray the tether with the Febreze spray. You know, you didn't have to funk up the space. You know, we in a new year, and you know these tethers just bringing in that negative 2024 energy. But you know, I just wanted to say Happy New Year and keep hitting bro side the head